In this video, I'm going to show you how I make one of my favorite soups. This is called Mkpafere soup. It looks like oha soup, but it is not the same. It uses similar ingredients, but the results are totally different in terms of taste. And I kind of prefer this version of soup that looks like oha soup. So if you want to know how to make it, keep watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. This is one of those soups that are in my soup cookbook. If you want to learn how to make amazing Nigerian soups, stews and sauces, then you should definitely get a copy of my soup cookbook because it has over 30 soups and stews. The link to download it will be in the description box so that you can start making amazing Nigerian soups just like this one. So let's get cooking. You're going to add your choice of beef to a pan. You can use goat meat, it has more flavor. Then you add your onion, you add seasoning for your meat, add some salt, and then I like to add like one scotch bonnet and just allow it to boil till it is tender. I'm also going to add like some leftover meat that I have in the fridge, which is the goat meat. I put normal beef previously, that is cow beef. I definitely wanted to make this soup very rich because I had guests and I wanted to impress, and you guys, they loved this soup. In fact, they loved the rice I made and they faced the soup. Now I'm going to add some dried prawns, I'm going to add some stockfish, very important, then I'm going to add some snails. If you want your snails to be crunchy while you eat them, make sure you put snails into pot that is already hot. Don't start boiling it from scratch with like normal water. Make sure the water is already hot before you put your snails. I noticed that it tends to make my snail very crunchy. So I'm going to be adding some fish, and I'm just using some lemon to wash the fish to get rid of that fishy smell. So I'm going to transfer the fish now to the pot. Try to add as much obstacles as you prefer. And if you're using fish, try not to mix it too much so that it does not scatter in your pot. I remember receiving a comment once, or multiple comments actually, from people saying, why do Nigerians like putting all sorts of meat in one pot of soup? It's just the way we cook, because all these things bring different types of flavor. We have the meat flavor, the fish flavor, and everything is going to make the soup more delicious. I'm using the spice that I found, but you don't have to use it. What the spice has, it has black pepper, it has yellow pepper. So if you can find fresh yellow pepper, definitely use that. It also has a bit of uziza seeds. So if you can find uziza seeds, that's definitely much better. But I just had it at home and I had to use it up before it got bad. So I've just added it to the soup. I've added my prawns. Now we have this Achi powder and we have palm oil. I'm mixing both together. I always have this Achi powder at home because I told you this is like one of my favorite soups. It is right up there in the top 3. So I always have it at home. Mix it with the palm oil. You can see how rich it becomes. Combine it. Next, you pour it into the pot. This process can look a bit similar to how some people make their ogbono soup, and the color kind of looks like ogbono soup, but trust me, it is different. And if you've not tasted the soup, you definitely need to try it. You can see my pot has little bits of everything. It has snails, it has goat meat, it has cow meat, it has my fish. I always use either croaker fish, or I use red snapper, or I use barracuda. I prefer barracuda and red snapper because they are really firm in your pot. They don't easily scatter. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite Nigerian soup is. For a lot of people, it's egusi, but I don't think egusi makes it to my top 3. So let me know in the comment section what your favorite soup is. I love the soup because it cooks very, very fast. Like once you have all the ingredients prepped, it cooks within 20 minutes. Now I'm going to add some crayfish powder to this. As you cook, taste what you're cooking, see how you can balance the flavors. Achi is a thickener, so as you can see, my soup is a bit thick, so I'm adding some more water just to lighten it a bit. Now I'm adding Cameroon pepper because the Yoruba woman in me needs a bit more heat. And this is how you can always amend your meal to suit your palate, okay? Next, I'm going to add oha leaves that have been shredded. I've just used my fingers to shred the oha leaves, and this is why this soup is so similar to oha soup. It's basically oha soup with just a little bit different ingredients, okay? This is a southeastern soup. This is like Akwa Ibom Calabar people kind of soup. So you know how awesome their soups can be. You can testify that this soup is going to be amazing. I make it all the time. Next, I'm going to add some uziza leaves. This is the final bit that you need to add to take the soup to another level. And I'm just going to combine everything. Once I've added that vegetable, I turn off the heat and just let residual cooking do the rest for me. This is what the soup looks like. It is so delicious. Do not skip stockfish in this soup. Do not skip crayfish. Do not skip uziza seeds and uziza leaves and oha leaves and the achi powder. This soup is so easy to prepare, and if you want like an exact recipe, you can download my digital soup book like I said earlier. The link will be in the description box. It's a digital book where everything comes straight to your email, and then you download the books, and then anytime you want to cook something, you just open your phone and it is there for you. You can be on the road and you'll be like, oh, I want to make something. You don't have to wait till you get home to get the cookbook. It's on your phone waiting for you. So get a copy now. I hope you liked this recipe, and one thing I want is for you to try it. Give it a try. You will love it. If you like oha soup, you will love this times 10. So give it a try. You can have this soup with semo, you can have it with eba, you can have it with pounded yam or fufu. I think my preferred one is to have this soup with hot fufu, very hot one. And my next best is to have it with eba. I'm an eba girl, so yes, eba and fufu. Try it out. If you watched the video up to this point, don't forget to click the like button. It helps me out and it lets me know to do more of this kind of videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.